This is episode 3 of my senior project, and in this video I'll be interviewing my aunt, and I did it on voice memos, so the screen's gonna be all black, but you could hear kind of like a podcast type video. And yeah, enjoy. So this is episode 3 of my senior project, and I'm here with my aunt, and I'm interviewing her about my mom's side of the family. And yeah. Okay, so what was the name of my great-great-grandfather?
Well, you have a couple of them. Your great-great-grandfather, that's a test. Your great-grand...
Wasn't it Henry? Because Nana says her
grandfather's name was Henry. So that's my great-grandfather. That's your great-great-grandfather. Okay, that's the line you want to go. You want to go that direction.
Yeah.
Okay. So that man's name was Henry Rademacher. His parents were immigrants. He was born in the United States. He was born in New Orleans, in Louisiana. But his parents were Peter Rademacher and Virginia Livermore. And they met in New Orleans and married there. Peter was from Germany, and he had immigrated to the United States directly to New Orleans. And that would have been about in the 1880s. Virginia was from England. And she would have emigrated to the United States in the 1870s or 1880s with her family, her parents and her brothers. And Peter and Virginia married in New Orleans and had Henry Rademacher. They only had one child because she was kind of older when they got together. Peter died fairly quickly after that. So Peter died. Henry was born in 1886. And then Peter died just a couple years later. And then Virginia died a couple years after that.
Okay. That's a lot of information. That's so good. Okay, great. So my great-great-grandmother. So Henry's what?
Henry's wife, her name was Catherine with a C.
Catherine with a C. That's a little too close to Kate. Okay. Catherine. I was about to type Catherine with a C. Okay, continue.
She was born in Brooklyn. And her when she was born, her name was Catherine Hottenroth.
Her name was what?
Hottenroth.
Hatton.
So it was Hotten.
Yeah.
Roth.
Okay.
So Henry Rademacher married Catherine Hottenroth in Brooklyn. And Catherine's grandfather was an immigrant to the United States.
Catherine's grandmother? Grandfather?
Grandfather. His name was Gabriel Hottenroth. And I believe they mostly lived in the Bronx.
Who, Henry and Catherine?
No, Gabriel.
Oh.
Gabriel's family. And Catherine grew up in the Bronx, and then for whatever reason she was in Brooklyn. She met Henry, and they married in Brooklyn. And but her family, Gabriel was from Germany. I believe they emigrated like 1856. they emigrated. He emigrated with his mother and his brothers after his father died in Germany. When they emigrated, they were pretty successful in the Bronx. They went to college, and like him and his brothers went to college, and like were kind of in like on the city commission. They like were in levels of government in the Bronx, and that was early. That was in the 1880s, something like that. Okay, so that's Catherine and Henry. So they were both born in the United States, but Henry's parents were immigrants. Catherine's parents were not.
Okay. Now, information of my great grandfather. Wait a minute. So is Oh, okay. So Henry and Catherine are my great grandparents, but
No, they're my grandparents.
oh, so then they're my great grandparents?
Yes.
And who's my great grandparent?
Henry and Catherine had a daughter named Virginia, who's not your grandmother. It's your grandmother's mother's name is Virginia.
Oh.
So she was born.
Wait. So what's the name of my great grandfather? Because Nana always says that her parents were named Henry and Kate.
William. No, her grandparents were Henry and Kate. Your Nana's grandparents were Henry and Kate. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what's my great grandfather's name?
Your great grandfather's name is William. William Casey.
William. It's all come back together. Casey. Okay.
And he married Virginia Rademacher in Brooklyn. But, neither of them were immigrants. Obviously, they were both born in the United States, both born, I believe, in Brooklyn. And they had 3 daughters who were Carol, Virginia, and Arlene. William's parents.
Sandy's drinking water. Yeah.
Were William Casey, or whatever you want to call him, William Casey, and what is William Casey the first? Oh my goodness, I should know this. I want to say her name was also Virginia. Is that weird? No, Elizabeth. Her name was Elizabeth. Her last name was... I need to look it up.
That's okay.
I will let you know what the last name was. Yeah.
Okay.
But her parents were immigrants. Her parents came from Ireland.
Oh, hold up, wait. Oh.
So Elizabeth's parents' names were Philip and Anne. But I can't remember their last name.
Philip and who?
Philip and Anne.
And Anne.
I'm going to get back to you on what their last name was.
Okay.
But they were from Ireland, and they immigrated from Ireland. And as far as I can tell, they married like 3 days before they got on the boat to come to the United States.
Wait, they married 3 days before they got on the boat to go to the U.S.?
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth's parents?
Mm-hmm.
For opportunity? Would we
I'm
say?
sure.
Because that could play well with my essay writing.
Yeah, I need to look up what he did. I want to say he might have been a cop. Don't write down he was a cop, but he was a police officer. I think so. I gotta check my paper.
Okay. And then, that's good. So then my great-grandmother. So, Virginia?
Your great-grandmother
Because
was
William
Virginia.
married a Virginia, but also my
Right.
Nana's name's Virginia.
I know, there's multiple Virginias. I know.
Wait, so is Nana's mom is named Virginia?
Yes, but they called her Jean.
Jean?
Yes.
They called Nana
But
Jean?
that's how they called Nana Ginny.
Oh.
And then they called Nana's mom Jean.
Jean. That's not confusing. God.
And William was never called William. Virginia's husband was always Bill,
Oh, like my dad.
like your dad. Yes.
Okay, so what's up with Virginia, not my Nana?
Virginia, not your Nana. Her parents, I told you, her parents' names were Henry and Catherine Rodemaker.
Henry and Catherine. Oh, then I'm kind of like repeating information because I already really have stuff about. Oh my God, there's so many Virginias. I'm looking back at my notes and I wrote Virginia like 20 times.
There's only 2 Virginias.
But I
There's
keep
only 2
mixing them
Virginias.
up.
One is your Nana and one is her mother.
Oh, so I've just been talking about the mother this entire time?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So I don't really need to type any information about Virginia because I already wrote about her when I was talking about Henry.
Henry Catherine.
Okay.
Well, that's what happens. When you think about the family tree, you can think about it like this. So there's like people up here. Because here's you, right? Your parents are just 2 people. But then once you get to the next level, there's 4, right? Because they have 2 parents. So like now you have 4 grandparents. But then you move to the next level and you've got, they each have
More
4, so
people.
now
Yeah.
So you wind up having like, when you say, who's my great-grandfather? Well, you only have 4 great-grandparents. But when you say, who's my great-great? Now I'm at a level that's 8 people. You know what I mean? It's a lot.
Yeah.
So the likelihood there's going to be Bills, multiple Bills in the family or multiple Virginias or whatever, it just multiplies, literally. Okay, so that's your mom's side through
until Nana. But for Nana, I'm just gonna ask her, and like for Papa, I'm just gonna ask him. Like they're gonna know some stuff, right?
Not really, but okay.
Like I'm asking them about them, not about their.
Yeah, if you ask about them, then they'll know that.
Yeah, I'm not asking about like their parents and whatever because I already have that info. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, well, that's the end of episode 3. By the way, we found out that Elizabeth's parents are Patrick and Anne Donnelly. Thanks for watching, and in the next video, I will be interviewing my Nana.